What's up, guys? I think we might have finally managed to go live. I don't want to jinx it. It's been a struggle. Very little signal here. Sandy, Carol, Monique, what's up, guys? Finally. So, guys, I'm down here actually by Cocoa Beach instead of up in the lifeguard tower. I've tried to live stream from the lifeguard tower a couple times, but this will be the new office for now, I believe. So smash that like button so this live stream can reach everybody as quick as possible. But yeah, Telcel's been a struggle lately, guys. Just basically no signal anywhere. Sherry McFarland, Anthony Lopez in the house. Good to see you, Anthony. Yeah, this is the spot right here. Beautiful day. The water's nice and calm, actually. Got me thinking about buying a kayak, like just a basic, Lifetime Ocean kayak, so I can paddle out. Today I would love to paddle out to the reef where all those people are out on paddle boards. It'd be a lot of fun to get out there and just snorkel, maybe spearfish with Julian. Buenos dias, Eunice. We got Scott Wallner in the house. We got Love Maui. Everybody has made it. So guys, we're looking to the south here. Hey, thank you, Abram. Great to see you, man. Un gustazo verte, carnal. Mucho tiempo sin verte, Abram. Yeah, we're looking to the south here. ¿Cómo te va en Texas? How's everything going in Texas, brother? Todo bien? Looking toward Cocoa Beach here, and then looking back to the north where I usually live stream from, all the way over there. I just walked around like looking like a dumb tourist, staring at my phone until I had a couple bars of signal, and here we are. Mike McFarland says hi from Canada. Yeah, ocean is super tranquil today, Anthony. Yeah, Sherry says, do you know of any places to snorkel off the shore in the Playa area? Excellent to hear that. Glad to hear that, Abram. Todo bien? Hey, Mike Morgan in the house. What's up? Yeah, I finally found a place with signal to live stream. Yeah, guys, actually, I do snorkel right off the beach, but I use fins, aletas, and I swim all the way out to the reef. If you want access to the reef without a boat, that's one of the closest places you're going to get. It's a 20-minute swim with fins out to there, and I swim straight out from Playa 88. So that's the spot I go to. I know it's a little far, but that's the best reef spot. The reef is alive and well. There's the brain of life out there. There's a lot of soft corals. We got Edmonton, Alberta in the house coming in December. Mark Fournier, nice. We got El Gringo de Playa. Yeah, it's been dumping rain. You can tell. It's just really compacted. We're lucky to have back-to-back sunny days. Guys, for those of you wondering about a beach update, I've got that for you in spades. In 1 hour, the video goes live. I literally filmed every beach from the secret beaches, like Playa Emma Cove, Pecado, all the way down there, south of Playa Car, all the way to where I'm standing here at Cocoa Beach. So there's your beach update. It is a long video, but it's because I cover like 30 different beaches. Mike Morgan says, really enjoyed the Cozumel videos. Yeah, I can't wait to go back. I want to go back for sure. It's not very deep getting out to the reef, Sherry. For the most part, you're going to be in about 10 feet, 3 to 4 meters of water the whole way out. You swim straight out from the palapas at Playa 88. Yes, you cannot touch, but bring a life jacket, bring a reflective buoy. As a former lifeguard, Red Cross certified lifeguard, I can't stress that enough, that you bring a buoy, bright orange or bright red, preferably like these gentlemen have here. They also have bright yellow, because wave runners, jet skis go by there very, very fast. You want to make sure they can see you. And of course, bring a life jacket if you get tired out there, take a little break. And do be aware, check back at shore every now and then, look back to the shore, make sure you're not drifting too far. But the reef is absolutely gorgeous out there. We got Hammond's Plans couple in the house. Hello from Nova Scotia, coming in January. Nice. Yeah, it seems like it's probably going to be a really good high season. A lot of people coming down to escape the cold of Canada in December and January. And let me tell you guys, the local economy here can really use it. It's been a struggle. I keep hearing that same sentiment from hotel owners, restaurant owners, that it's been the worst low season they've ever seen. Tourism's down big time. Sargassome's been the worst this year ever. But I think they're really getting it in gear and coming up with plans, keeping the stuff cleaned up pretty well here at Cocoa Beach. Hey, thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I try to keep those OG budget, cheap videos coming. I have a lot of friends who are younger still than me or don't have the financial means quite yet to live on, $2,000 or $3,000 a month. And the question I keep getting from a lot of them is, hey, can we come down on $1,500 US a month? And so I try to make sure everybody has a video or two that fits their budget and shows, hey, yes, you can do it. This is what to expect. This is the kind of lunch you can expect on that kind of budget. So thank you, Anthony, for the feedback. Carl Stewart, sunny Atlanta in the house. Good to see you, my friend. We got Trey Wright. Good morning, Trey. And Trey, thank you so much lately for the support of the channel. I believe you kicked down a couple of super thanks, if I'm not mistaken. So everybody, please give Trey Wright some love, because he's making a lot of these videos just that much more possible. All these super thanks and super chats go right back into the channel, whether it's gear, trips, giving away pizza, any number of things. Guys, speaking of that, I want to announce the next subscriber meetup while we've got you all here. We're doing one on Wednesday at Miyoya on 5th Avenue. That's between 52nd and 54th. And that's at noon to 3 p.m. Noon to 3 p.m., guys, at Miyoya Cocina de Rancho. There will be Café de Olla included. It's kind of a coffee social. But Ugo over there said, you know what? We don't usually serve beers or margaritas or alcohol, but they are going to stock all of those things. So there's also a pool over there I think we're going to have access to. So ladies, wear your bikinis underneath your normal attire if you want to get in the pool and have a beer. I think they might have stuff for mimosas, but for sure margaritas. I'm not really drinking right now because I'm doing some serious training, especially for the shark diving in November. I'm going to be going down almost 100 feet, 24 meters. And so I'm trying to get in the best cardiovascular shape possible so I don't burn through my tank, my air so quick, because I want to be able to stay down there and film as long as possible with Phantom Divers. Shout out Chino and Phantom Divers, great company. So yes, I will be doing Café de Olla. You guys, please do come join me. The point is to show some love for Miyoya, Nacho, Ugo, Diana, the servers over there, the staff, the cooks. They are fantastic people, and so I just want to show them some love, bring some more attention to their business and their food. Ramon, we got, what's the cost for half-a-day snorkeling trip? Our price is negotiable. I would say prices are always negotiable here in Mexico. For example, in Cozumel, I was doing that. I did the El Cielo full day tour. I guess it's a half day tour, but 600 pesos is what I paid. I've heard that they're trying to charge people 900 now when they reach out. Chapuzon time, Anthony says. Yeah, I wish. Yes, El Gringo de Playa says Phantom Diver is the one by CTM and Quinta. That's correct. They also have a dive shop down on Primera Avenida, 1st Avenue. Love Maui. Thanks for the feedback on the shark diving. Yeah, it's a big deal. We're going down there with 3-4 meter long bull sharks and feeding them and getting up close with them. And one of the reasons it's so important to be in really good shape is just that you can maintain that slow rate of breathing even in the face of massive sharks. You don't get too excited and burn through your air, because then you have to come up and then you miss out on a lot of the fun. So that's one of the reasons I'm really training hard right now. I was actually working out until pretty late last night. More calisthenics, things like that. Getting lean, cutting the body fat a little bit. Awesome, Aaron. Looking forward to seeing you down here in Playa. Leave in the comments, guys, what should I get for breakfast? I've run out of lamb chops at home, and I actually bought some eggs yesterday, and one of them was rotten when I cracked it into the pan, so I can't even stomach the thought of cracking another egg. That smell is terrible, so I'm just gonna eat out. I might stop at Miyoya, but let me know what I should get. What's up, Squack? What's up, Todd Lancaster in the house? Oh, that's great feedback. Todd says, I think Leland went out for recertification with Phantom last week. He said it was a great experience. Anthony says chilaquiles. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going. I need some calories. I'm hungry. And guys, for those of you just joining us, in a little less than an hour, I've got a full beach update, Playa del Carmen, all the way south of Playa Car. I cover the entirety of Playa Car and then continue on all the way to Wyndham Ultra, Wyndham Ultra, Hyatt Vivid, Mamitas, Playa 38. Ray-Ban, that's not really my fault on the quality of the video, my friend. I'm live streaming right now. I'm not using a legit camera. I'm using an iPhone 16 Pro, but it's the Telcel. It's the Telcel signal has been terrible in Playa. We've had a lot of storms, so I do what I can. Hopefully you guys appreciate the live streams despite the quality of the actual feed. That's out of my control. Sandy, thanks for sharing that. Mark, I don't really eat Mark sweet for me, but I think the ones on the corner of by Chedraui, across the street from Chedraui, smell pretty good. The Chedraui Selecto, they look good. Yes, Anthony Lopez, the video coming out today, we'll have plenty of Dronaldo shots. Dronaldo's getting up there for sure. Carl, the bull sharks aren't too bad. It's really just important to keep your movements very slow and steady, and don't stick your hand out rapidly. They're going to think it's food, things like that. But if you're in a group of divers, the bull sharks they pretty much just coexist with you. Most of the sargassome's gone thanks to these guys, but there's still some washing in. Just check out the full beach update at 10 o'clock, guys. It comes out in 52 minutes. The lamb chops were fantastic. Love Maui. Really, really good. I cooked those up with some dried basil, garlic, pepper, salt, and of course some fried plantain for dessert. All right, Carol, good to see you here. Have a great day. See you in person at Miyoya. Carol, can't wait. What's up, Stacy? Good to see you here. Ray-Ban says, which beach do you recommend most in Playa del Carmen? Check out the video, guys. 50 minutes from now, you'll see kind of the best and the worst right now. But where I'm standing, Cocoa Beach is a good option. You've got this fenced in area. But there's actually a secret beach. The very best beach in Playa right now is the one in the thumbnail photo of the video. And spoiler alert, it is a long walk. It is south of Playa Car. So if you're staying up here in the center, it's a long walk. If you're staying in Playa Car, it's not that bad. And it's well worth it. And you'll see that beach in the drone shots in the video, guys, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, down in that area, actually. Gringo de Playa says the naked beach. Yes, it's not actual Playa Pecado, but it's down in that area. And each one of those beaches faces different directions and has different facing bays. And so that's why some of them are full of sargassum and some are completely clear. And I did a lot of walking to bring you this video, guys. So I kid you not, it was 28,000 steps plus some mingling back around town, setting up the meetup with Mia and talking with Nacho. So I actually hit 30,000 steps just on that, filming that video. So dehydration, sunburn, all that, just to get you guys that full beach update, which you're all asking for. But we finally got some dry weather to go film the beaches, fly Ronaldo. Saskatchewan in the house. Chris, what's up, my friend? Yeah, Super Mario says, any more videos with Sabrina? It was fun seeing you both. Yeah, I got some more stuff with Sabrina coming from Valladolid. I haven't been able to edit it yet because I've been prioritizing the rental videos, the beach updates, the stuff around Playa. I hadn't done much around Playa for 3 or 4 weeks because I was in Holbox, Cozumel, Bacalar, and then I did go to Valladolid and I met up with Sabrina again in Valladolid. And so we've got some stuff from there. We actually rented a scooter and hit some cenotes that were absolutely gorgeous. So stay tuned for that. I think I'll drop that video this coming Friday. And then also I'm going to a privately owned cenote. What's up, Chattahoochee? Yeah, Brent, been super busy, so I just always have to prioritize the videos that I get out. Usually I base it on what you guys are all asking for. So many of you wanted to play a car update, so I went and filmed that yesterday early in the morning, got up, went out there on nothing but a fried plantain and a cup of coffee and got the job done. But I know some of you are interested in Valladolid, and some of you like the travel and adventure videos very much. So I got that one with Sabrina coming from Valladolid. Those cenotes that I show in that video are breathtaking. And honestly, I can't wait to go back. They're a fantastic option when the sargassome's bad here. You've got just a little over a 2-hour ADO bus ride to get out there. Rent a scooter. I'll show you where in the video for only 300, 400 pesos. Get a scooter. And then I'm going to show you where to get access to 2 cenotes for only 1 ticket. And it's a lot of fun. The 2 cenotes that we went to are a lot less crowded than the famous Instagram cenotes. So, Ray-Ban, my pleasure. Yeah, Ray-Ban. Yeah, I try to do a mix of live streams, although I know the video quality is not the same, but we're getting to we're getting to do Q&A in real time and get to say hi to everybody and let everybody kind of catch up. It's kind of like a virtual subscriber meetup when we do these. The point is not the video quality, of course, because it's just dependent on the Telcel connection. Thank you, Gringo de Playa, for contributing so much. Yeah, Anthony had a great question here. Good morning, Tracy. How you doing? Anthony said, is there other restaurants in Playa, different countries, and wish you recommend? Yeah, I mean, we have everything. We've got sushi. There's a sushi place I went to recently that's more high-end. I can't film there. It's too high-end. It's dark in there. And it's not the vibe where I could be on camera talking. But Sushi Nikai, I think is what it's called. There's India Jones. There's an Indian food place on Constituyentes between 10 and 15 that you can find just by following your nose. There's so many good options. But yeah, the India Jones, right on cue. They just mentioned, Hanif Mamdani just mentioned India Jones. Thank you, my friend. Couldn't agree more. India Jones is fantastic. Thank you, Sandy, for the feedback. She says your variety is one thing we enjoy. Local beaches, food, live tours, censored. Yeah, and I do a lot of budget stuff lately. So really try to mix it up, not only for you all, but for myself. Just keeping away from, if I'm getting bored, then that's not a good sign for you all. And that's why I sometimes take these little trips. Cozumel for 4 days, Bacalar for 4 days, Holbox for 3 or 4 days, Valladolid for 3 days. Mike Fournier says, I'm sure you did a video on this, but is there a good place for lobster in Playa? Love your video, buddy. Guys, let us know if there is a good place for lobster that you've found. I haven't really found one that knocks my socks off. Sandy says cenote, not cenote. Okay, thanks for clarifying that. I was wondering what you were talking about. Yes, Tracy, I'm at the beautiful Cocoa Beach right now. What a morning it is. Ceviche Corazon has done pretty well during low season, Chris. They have a really loyal following for good reason. So some of the smaller restaurants have done just fine. Same with Tropical Tacos. They've got a good loyal following. And so it's really some of the bigger restaurants and hotels that haven't done so well because they just don't have the same following. Locals go to Ceviche Corazon, locals go to Tropical Tacos. But when there's places that don't take ownership of, say, foodborne illness or something like that, and people get sick there, and then the word spreads, people stop going there. And I've never heard of anyone getting sick from Ceviche Corazon or Tropical Tacos. They take a lot of care in the food preparation. My Pleasure Rez says, Ropey, thanks for all the recommendations. We're coming all the way from stormy Scotland in November. We'll say hi to the legend, Doña Paola. Yes, please do. Doña Paola is truly a legend. Force to be reckoned with here in Playa. In fact, I might go over there for pozole today on a Sunday. Yeah, Howard says lobster's overrated. Good shrimp are better. For shrimp, really recommend Sabor de los Ortega. They've got the nice big jumbo shrimp and they always taste fresh. You can get the TheRopeMonster style burrito, which is actually a shrimp burrito cooked in garlic and butter. God, I'm getting hungry, guys. All this talk of food. The morning beach view from MLRS 1990. Good morning to you as well. Finally get to bring you guys a beach live stream. The weather's cooperating. I've got 2 bars of signal. I had no signal from the lifeguard tower at all the last 2 times I tried. Yeah, Doña Paola, just be sure to give her a big hug for me. A big TheRopeMonster hug. She's become like my auntie. She feeds me so well. Quite a few times she's tried to insist that I don't pay, and then I'll just end up putting it in the tip jar for the employees there instead, for the girls. But she takes good care of me. She actually saw me live streaming from there, and then she texted the staff and told them not to charge me because she saw me in the live stream there. So she really tries to take good care of me and feed me as if I'm in her home. I do have another restaurant coming from La Colosio, guys. It's actually got a 5-star rating on Google, and I'm pretty certain most of you have never heard of it. And so I'm actually filming that as soon as the chef gets back. He's been out of town for a couple days. Yeah, one of the other restaurants, La Mexicana, had a TheRopeMonster special as well, but they've been shut down for a while. Political stuff, who knows, financial woes. Yeah, guys, MLRS says 1990 says, we missed the morning beach views. Thanks for live streaming from there this morning. Yeah, guys, I've heard that sentiment like, hey, where are the live streams from the beach? And I actually came out here in the rain on Friday and gave it a shot, but the signal wasn't cooperating, so. Yeah, Chattahoochee, you guys are all talking about pancakes. I might have to double breakfast today. I also have an impromptu rental thing coming out. The owner of Phantom Divers has some units that he's going to rent short term. Hey, what's up, guys? Viajando. I was in Bacalar, Valladolid, Cozumel, Holbox. ¿De dónde vienen? ¿Hablan muy bien el español o el inglés? ¿De dónde vienen?
De Canadá.
De Canadá, un gustazo.
Vladimir, mucho gusto.
Hola, hola.
De Venezuela.
De Venezuela. Sí. Estamos en vivo ahora.
Hola.
Yeah, amazing to meet you guys. How's the
Igual.
vacation going? Good?
We actually live here.
Oh, okay. So you guys know all the good spots.
Yeah.
One question, favorite restaurant on a budget? Have you tried Doña Paola?
No.
Sabor de los Ortega?
Sí.
Okay. ¿Y qué opinas?
Yeah, está bien.
Excelente.
Está bien. Son guerrerenses.
De las Ortegas, your favorite camarón
Yeah.
wrap.
The shrimp burrito. Justo estábamos hablando de
Exacto.
¿Y se puede encontrar buena langosta acá? ¿Es posible? Good lobster?
Es muy difícil encontrar marisco en Playa del Carmen.
Sí, de acuerdo.
Este es un lugar enfrente del mar, pero no hay
Sí.
marisco bueno, solo congelado.
Exactly. So you heard it here from the locals. It's very difficult to find good lobster, excepto que si vas arponeando
Si esperas aquí hasta 11, cuando ellos empiezan a regresar de pesca, si puedes comprar que pescaron.
So this is
Pero-
great. This is really good info. If
So,
you
aquí o en lado de Constituyente hay un calle por atrás de
okay.
un...
Ah, sí, donde enfrente de Taj,
sí,
donde el
20
bigotón.
¿Cuál es de a Constituyente y Próximo? ¿Cómo
Yeah,
se
yeah.
llama esta? ¿Cómo se llama?
I don't remember the name. No
But
recuerdo el
it's
nombre.
behind the
Yeah.
hotel all inclusive.
This is
adults only. But
fantastic
it's 11
info.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You can get one fargo, but they will charge you like 500 pesos
Yeah.
for 1 kilo or something.
It's like in Ictio Fish House, you can get the sea bass, but yeah, it's
But it's not
900.
what?
It's
Sea
not
bass,
that fresh.
the what?
I don't know. Quién sabe de
No,
dónde
you have
viene.
to go to Panama to eat fresh fish. Or
Panama.
Venezuela.
You heard it here. Get on a flight to Panama,
Panama, fresh fish.
or wait.
Excellent.
Un gustazo.
Okay, igual.
Que tengan
Have a good
lindo
day.
día.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Sí.
Gracias. Sophia, thank you, sweetheart. Wow, just making it rain. And guys, we got some fantastic information there from some folks from Venezuela and Canada. If you want good lobster, he was saying just wait right here until about 11 a.m. when the fishermen come back and see if they have a fresh lobster. The other thing I was saying, guys, is that if you go out to the reef, right, and do sometimes with an actual harpoon, get your own lobster, and it tastes even better when you harpoon it yourself. But guys, you do have to be very careful with the reef, with the soft corals when you go out there. You have to be very careful when you dive down. You want to maintain the right angle of attack when you're harpooning. I know very few of you will go out and harpoon. Juancho says, have you been to Bacalar? Yes, please do see my recent videos, Juancho. I did 4 videos from Bacalar, a Train Maya video getting back to Playa. So I've got Bacalar content also from last March. I've been to Bacalar multiple times. I love it so much that I might move there for a month to 3 months. And Mark, so yes, we got your lobster question answered, Mark Fournier. We also said, mentioned that on the other side of Constituyentes, the south side of Constituyentes, you can also wait for the fishermen over there. There's a guy with a big mustache. I just call it Bigoton or Bigote, Senor Bigote, Mr. Mustache. And he's got fresh fish, fresh lobster from time to time. Rental video for condos between 5th and the beach. Absolutely. Aaron, ask and you shall receive. Gosh, what a strong day of manifestation, because we just ran into some people who clearly, thoroughly answered Mark's lobster question. And then now, actually, in a little bit, I'm going to meet up with my good friend Chino, the OG developer of the actual shark diving. He's been interviewed by National Geographic, BBC. He's got some condos that he's going to rent short term up until New Year's, and then long term thereafter. So starting in January, I'm going to make a video on that. But great question, Aaron. And I'll be doing some other searching. I'm actually looking for something with an ocean view, maybe a penthouse for high season, and so I will keep that coming. Yes, thank you, Ray-Ban. He says you should make another video collaboration with William. Great duo, you guys. I think he's briefly in Sweden visiting his mom, and then he might move to Playa del Carmen. So you should be seeing a lot more from me and William. I hope. He's a great guy indeed. Hi from Montreal, Quebec. What's up, Penelope? And guys, let's just shower Sophia with some love real quick. Sophia, thank you so much. Food is love. There's very few things that show you care about someone more than just feeding them. And she just gifted me a $20 super chat for chilaquiles. That's going to get me like 3 chilaquiles meals. Or what I'll do is I'll grab chilaquiles for myself. And then every now and then there's a Marquesitas kid or some people, and I'll buy them a breakfast or some pizza or something. So you've not only fed me, but probably a couple hungry, hardworking young lads, Sophia. So thank you so much. Very sweet. And guys, I wanted to give a shout out to Roma Spaghetti. Speaking of that, what's up, Daniel T? Good morning, my friend. Yes, please do keep me fed, and I'll keep the community fed here. I wanted to give a shout out to Roma Spaghetti on CTM between 5th and 10th, because I I was giving this Marquesitas kid who I kept seeing around town, I kept giving him pizza. He said he hadn't eaten anything. He hadn't had dinner, things like that. And it broke my heart. And so Nico, who is now in Italia, the son of Enzo, the owner, made a to-go box of carbonara for me to give to the young man working at the Marquesitas who had not had dinner. So Roma Spaghetti, also doing good stuff for the community, gifting 300 pesos worth of food to a young man who needed it. So this community, the energy is contagious. Everybody gives, everybody receives, and it's a beautiful thing, guys. And you're all a huge part of that. Mark, thank you, my friend. So sweet, Mark, as well. So guys, I think, Mark, with your super chat that you just gifted me, I think what I'm going to try to do is go hunt down a lobster and invite Julian and maybe cook that lobster up over the fire on one of his days off. So Mark, you have just inspired a video, and now I'm determined to hunt down a lobster. And if we can't get one here at Cocoa Beach at 11 a.m. One of these mornings, me and Julian will go back out to the reef on a day like this when the paddle boarders are out and it's calm, and we'll try to spearfish one and get that on camera. I'll do the filming, I'll let Julian do the spearfishing. But Mark, you have inspired me. Thank you, my friend. That money is going toward a lobster one way or another. And guys, for those of you who don't know, Julian, who helps out with videos from time to time, and Luigi, I do try to give them equity in the videos. So anytime you see them in a video spearfishing or showing me their neighborhood or apartments or anything like that, remember that half the proceeds of those videos are going to them and supporting them as well. So blessings for all. Community is everything. And Anthony says blessings to all. And that's the idea, guys. Everybody wins. Walt Magnato says, sup community. What's up, Walt? Good to see you here. Yeah, guys, I'm kind of contemplating, I have room at my apartment to store a kayak like this. I want to get a kayak and just do even more trips out to the reef. There's 2 reefs you can get to very easily. Another one is out here, but there's a lot of boat traffic. And so I tend to go out just beyond where those paddle boarders are. Guys, it's been a really fun couple of live streams. The last 2. The last one I failed at live streaming from the lifeguard tower, so I just did it from my office thinking, man, no one's gonna like that because there's no ocean view. And we had a 2-hour and 49-minute live stream. So cheers to everybody here, guys. Got a nice black coffee from Cafe Kawa. And thanks to each and every one of you for making that last live stream and this one so special. So in a half an hour, 31 minutes, there will be a full beach update video, guys, that I put in a lot of work on yesterday. Thank you, Sophia. So sweet. She says your generosity is inspiring. We all feed off each other. It's fantastic. And Julian, guys, speaking of Julian, I wear a size 13 shoe, and he saved my butt a couple times in different ways. But I wore a hole through my Adidas running shoes, and Julian just happened to have a pair of 13 Adidas more casual wear, and he just straight gifted them to me right on time. I had no other shoe options. I couldn't find anything. I was walking around barefoot like a bum, and Julian hooked it up with the shoes. So we're all looking out for each other here in Playa, especially during low season. Luckily, Julian's doing really well. He's got 2 jobs. That's why we haven't seen much of him, but he's making money, working hard. No, Tracy, I didn't do it. We rescheduled it because of the rain. The owner wanted me to get drone shots for sure, without a doubt. And I said, look, I can't guarantee drone shots. If it's raining, we can't risk little drone Aldo. So Tracy, that should be coming next weekend, but luckily for you all, that means I had time to put together the beach update instead. And we wouldn't have had the beach update if I went and camped at the Cenote. So all in good time. The Cenote will be there. The invite still stands. Guys, also just type in the comments Tulum if you want me to do any Tulum stuff as we get back into high season, because I was invited by Ikal Bungalows to come down there and stay and show the lodging. It looks really fancy. They've got like these individual hot tubs. And so I want to go down there. Ray-Ban says, how tall are you? I'm just over 6'1", guys. In high school basketball, I was listed at 6'2", but I think with all the impact from from life and injuries, I've probably lost about a half an inch. I'm not so sure about that though, because I stretch and play a lot of volleyball and do a lot of stretching. So maybe still 6'2", if I'm lucky, on a good day. Anthony says, what is the best place to get your currency exchange? You could try Banco Azteca. Usually they give you a good rate. What I usually do though is I don't bring dollars to Mexico. I go to the city Banamex, especially the one of Chedraui, because there's almost always cash in the ATMs, and I pull out pesos and you get the exact exchange rate. And they only charge 30.74 peso fee, by far the lowest that I've seen. Tracy says yes. Tulum. Love Maui says double tap your phone, give TheRopeMonster these, and thank you, Love Maui. Yeah, we need more than 30 likes, please. We gotta get, and the likes, I don't live to get likes and subscribers and but it does help this information reach a lot more people when you guys hit that like button. That's the only reason I really ask for it. El Gringo says, I hated Tulum, so complicated to get to the beach, everything is private and overpriced. And that's the sentiment. I feel kind of the same way, my friend, but I'm kind of thinking, what if I go down to Tulum for 3 or 4 days and find some workarounds? There is one beach access that I found that you can just walk through anytime without paying. But yeah, I would get frustrated by that as well. Brent Neely says yes to Tulum. Good to see you, Brent. Heading there for a bit in December before Playa. We might end up being there at the same time. I might go mid-November, late November, or I might just go in December. The point for me will be to go and stay at these bungalows and kind of film those and show those, and then also find some other more budget-friendly accommodations. Brandon says, when's the 16K subs pizza party? Guys, I'm at Renzo. By the way, Brandon O'Brien, I love you, bro. You make me laugh on the daily. Your Niagara Falls Bridge Chapuzon thing was freaking hilarious, bro. I would not do it, not for $1 million, not for 1 million pesos, not for 1 million euros. But guys, go check out Brandon O'Brien if you're into card games, gambling, casino stuff. Brandon O'Brien is a legend over there on YouTube. Over 100,000 subscribers. Great to have you here, brother. It's a privilege. But yeah, guys, Tulum, it's a frustrating place, but I think if I can go put down and kind of demystify some of these things, like, hey, there are actually cheap places to eat there. A buddy of mine, Dario, shout out, showed me a place there where we got, I think, 5 tacos for 100 pesos. So it's not all overpriced crap. Brandon says your content is fire. Thanks, my friend. I try. You're an inspiration. Lionfish ceviche. Angela asks if I've ever had lionfish ceviche. I don't know that I don't think I have. I had a manta ray empanada recently, or maybe it was stingray, but they are endangered, so I felt kind of bad after that. Up there in Chiquila on my way to Holbox. Yeah, Brandon, I can't wait for you to move down. Brandon, your condo should be done in January, is that correct? This coming year. I can't wait to have you down here, brother. You're like an actual bro, and you're the only YouTuber other than maybe William that I know personally who's on the level of grind. You put in the work, you upload videos every day, and you asked me one time, hey, do you think you could upload a video every day? And I was like, oh no, that would be impossible. But no, I mean, this week I think I put up 5 videos. In August I uploaded 18 long form videos. A lot of that is thanks to Brandon kind of questioning and calling me out, like, hey, can you do 5 videos a week? Could you do a video every day, even if some of them are very basic vlogs, which a lot of you seem to really love the vlogs with minimal edits. So a lot of that's from Brandon's inspiration. Yeah, lionfish ceviche. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you've tried that. I'm still doing coffee right now. I had a pretty late dinner last night. I actually had an arugula salad at home with a black garlic sheep cheese, and then my homemade pineapple ginger sauerkraut, an avocado in there. So really, really good salad. Sat there in my office bed, editing, eating that salad at 2 in the morning. So putting in the work. What's up, Trish? Trish Blanchfield in the house. Good to see you here. What a great group. Guys, I'm going to briefly show you the ocean so you don't have to just look at my mug the whole time here. You can see the sargassums being cleaned up here. The water is nice and flat. It's clearing up. It's swimmable again. T-minus 23 minutes, guys, until the full beach update drops. I think it's like a 52-minute video because I cover everything, every beach in Playa. It's crazy. At least up to, all the way from south of Playa Car up to where I'm standing. Pretty much every beach. Thank you, Sandy. She says a mix of live, vlog, longer edited. Keep mixing it up. Dave says, cheers, brother. Thank you, Dave Taylor. Appreciate you, my friend. From Toronto in the house. He lives in Puebla. How is that? Puebla, I imagine you're just constantly eating fantastic food. I've never met a bad chef from Puebla. They all know what they're doing in the kitchen. And once again, thank you guys for double tapping your screen, hitting that like button, so this live stream can reach more and more people. It is fun. Sometimes we get up over 200 people in the chat, and that's always the goal, is to just kind of reach as many people as possible, build the community. My pleasure. MLRS 1990 says, thank you for the beach update. We love seeing them. Yeah, and I love doing those updates. It's a lot of walking. I had kind of a sore lower back from the gym because I had just gotten back in there, and I ended up putting in 30,000 steps yesterday, getting cooked by the sun. Even though I had my big boonie hat on, I was getting the reflection off the water. The camera was overheating. There was no breeze. I had to swim with the camera just to cool the camera off. So it was a struggle, but it was fun. Mark from Ontario says, love your content. Thank you, Mark. We got Pedro Farapa in the house. We got Bill Flesher from Oklahoma. Lots of love from Oklahoma. We had some folks from Oklahoma at the last Pizza Renzo giveaway. That was a lot of fun. Good down home people. Yeah, and Punta Esmeralda with the naked eye. Thank you, Julie. So sweet. She says, love what you're doing. Here's for your Java fund. You are so kind. Julie, I will spend that on a kilo of Oaxaca, Pluma Oaxaqueña from Kawa next time I go down there. You are so kind. Julie, big rope monster hug. Really feeling the love, guys. This is fantastic. I think it was, a couple weeks ago now, we were at Pizza Renzo, and I gave away like 1,500 pesos worth of pizza to celebrate 15,000 subscribers. And the love instantly is just right back. And you guys are just so, so kind to me. Really blessed to have this community. And thank you, Julie, for being a part of it. Guys, what I was going to say is, Punta Esmeralda, as far as the naked eye goes, it looks really clean right now. So let me know. Just type PE if you want me to go out to Punta Esmeralda and show that area to the north once again. Steve says, what does Rope Monster mean? Guys, it's because I started the channel, actually, the Instagram Rope Monster handle with battle ropes. I was doing kind of fitness stuff, and also just kind of trying to be a good role model for young men, for men in general. And so that was the way it started. I was doing battle ropes one day, and a couple of buddies came over, and they're like, man, you're a monster on those ropes. And I was huge. I was really jacked. I was training every day. I had my diet and supplements, creatine, whey protein on point. And so that's how I was like, monster on the ropes, rope, monster. And everyone started calling me Rope Monster, and I just stuck with it. Even though I'm not doing a ton of battle ropes. I will do some battle ropes at Evolve though, and make a short video on that. If you guys are interested, just type battle ropes in the comments. Skål! Skål! We got Vancouver in the house. MLRS says, anyone going to Mexico at the end of October? Well, this person, I'll be here. Let us know in the comments if you're coming down in October, guys. Dan Farley in the house, awesome. Ray-Ban says, which place will you go to for breakfast? I might go to Miyoya and just continue the live stream from over there as long as I have signal, and we can talk about the upcoming event. We can talk with Nacho, Ugo. I really try to show and spread the love around to different places. Sandy says battle ropes, do it. Okay, so coming this week, I'll have just a short, maybe an 8-minute video with all my favorite battle ropes movements. See if I can get some help filming that from one of the boys. Well, my buddy Clark, my gym helper who helps me film in the gym, is probably in Canada. Shout out Clark. Aaron, hope you're doing good, buddy. Miss you and your cowboy hat bobbing around Playa. You're always so easy to spot with that cowboy hat, brother. We will be there October 4th. Nice. Yes, Tracy says, will you be showing any rentals in Gonzalo Guerrero? You can absolutely count on that. This entire coming week, the actual weekdays, I'll be dedicating to rentals. We'll have some funsies in between and do some other stuff, but I'm really locking in on the rentals. I think it's really important this time of year. It's a hot subject, hot topic. We got to do it. Marcela Hernandez in the house. What's up, Marcela? How you doing? ¿Cómo te va, guapita? C says, sorry if this is prying, but does the majority of your income or all of it come from YouTube videos? Yeah, I mean, personal finance is called personal finance for a reason, but I'm fairly transparent on that stuff. I'm an investor. I retired almost 3 full years ago, just before my 35th birthday. And so the majority is still, guys, it's still from using my noggin on the investments, but YouTube is a growing source of it for sure. It definitely helps pay the bills. Eunice says, yes, we'll be in PDC October 27th for 6 months. Can't wait. Looking forward to a healthy lifestyle. And I will say this, with the income from YouTube, I'm mostly trying to use it to do philanthropic things and good things in the community, create work for my friends, some type of income. Like Julian took me to some cenotes in his Volkswagen Beetle a couple times earlier in the year to help, and he helped film. And so I paid him some. Luigi gets some income. And then also just giving back and spending that money in local businesses, at restaurants and stuff like that. So Mark says, where are you from? I'm from Portland, Oregon, my friend. P-Town, Rip City, PDX. I probably won't go to the electronic music event in Tulum in January, Ray-Ban. It's just a little overstimulating for me personally. But I won't say it's impossible. It might happen if the mood strikes me. Eunice says, we'll be in PDC October 27th for 6 months. Can't wait. Look forward to a healthy lifestyle. Awesome. We got Diego in the house. Buenos dias, hermano. Yeah, short-term rentals in the Playa car area. I can try to put that together. Actually, in the video dropping in 16 minutes, I also show a studio and leave the actual WhatsApp number for the studio apartment for rent in phase 1 Playa Car, and it's right around the corner from the beach access. That one's pretty affordable. Yeah, Todd Lancaster, I don't have a good short-term rental management company yet. But that's one of the reasons I'm trying to bring you guys the actual rental videos and give you guys WhatsApp context so you can kind of reach out yourself. I'll also be reaching out and showing some of these places on the inside, details, prices, etc. What's up? Boston in the house, David V. Los Cabos, you know what, Samuel, I haven't really spent enough time there to have much of an opinion. I haven't been in Baja since I was maybe 18 or 19 years old, and I was mostly in Baja Norte, so I'll take a flight over there. I'm slowly going to be bouncing around Mexico from time to time. I'm doing the Chepe train in Chihuahua, but I think I'm going to wait to do the train until next spring, summer, so I get those big, nice views of the canyons. A lot of people like to do the train in the winter because of the novelty of seeing snow, but like many of you, I've seen enough snow in my life. I don't really need to see snow and pine trees. I've seen that. And maybe I'll do it during the winter and during the summer, but it is fairly expensive. Howard says Luigi looks like a really nice guy, always smiling, and that's truly how he is. He really is a good dude. One of my best buddies down here. We got Farm for Life, saludos desde San Antonio, El Gringo de Playa, props to the biologist. He is a true gentleman, yeah. And by biologist, you're referring to Julian, of course. Julian, el biólogo, really good dude. Julian's always doing good stuff in the community, reforestation. He's got a hydroponic garden of lettuce and veggies at his place, a fire pit, and sometimes we'll kick back and have a couple beers and sit by the fire. He's that kind of guy that you can just hang out by a campfire with. Let's see. C says, I would like to start a cenote tour business that takes people to the less traveled ones a little farther outside Tulum. Seems like a good idea to me. I'm sure plenty of people here in the community would patronize your business and want to go to those off the beaten paths, cenotes, myself included. Any chance I get to go to a cenote that's unspoiled, uncrowded, I take it. Guys, Ray-Ban says, which cenotes you recommend? Is that question for me or is it for C? Feel free, anyone else, to chime in with your favorite cenotes. We got Keith Hanna in the house, says, Ola from Toronto, house up for sale. Got my residence, heading down as soon as I hand over the keys. Viva la Mexico. That's great news, Keith. Glad to hear that, brother. Congratulations to you for making the move. As far as cenotes around here, I love Cenote Yacun. I've done a video on that. I like Los Buos, which is also off the beaten path, and I'm going to do a bicycle ride video to Cenote Los Buos. It's a subterranean cenote. I'll be showing that one. Sacnite is also beautiful, but I got stung by a bunch of wasps last time I went there. Marcella chiming in about Los Cabos. She says it's beautiful. Been there 5 times, but very different. Riviera Maya is more laid back place. Tulum is beautiful and some beaches are really peaceful. Thanks for sharing that, Marcella. Yeah, some of the cenotes, guys, I have a video coming from Valladolid with 2 of my all-time favorite cenotes. And I just recently discovered them, but they have become favorites of mine because they're subterranean, but they have an opening up in the cave where light comes in. And they're actually not very crowded if you get there early. Otherwise, the tours show up. So guys, 11 minutes from now, the beach update video drops, and I will leave you all with that video in about 11 minutes, and I'm gonna go get my chilaquiles or something at Mi Yoya, and I still have over 70% battery, so I may live stream from Mi Yoya in a little bit from 5th Avenue. It's actually not that hard to get residency. The Rain asks, how hard is it to get residency in Mexico? Are there income requirements? Technically, yes, there are income requirements. But there are also workarounds, okay? And this is not illegal, what I'm talking about. If you get if you get a lawyer who knows what they're doing, you can have them basically hire you as a publicist or something in the business, and you can get a work residence that way rather than like a retirement residence. So yes, there are income requirements. The income requirements are actually going to go down a little bit in 2026, but there are lawyers who specialize in this stuff. So don't be discouraged by the actual income requirements. There's plenty of people moving here from other countries who do not meet the requirements because they are quite high, actually, over I believe it's crept over $4,000 US a month in income, or a certain amount of savings. If you have a large amount of savings and you can prove that, that will also get you residence. So it's not all about income. If you have a nice little nest egg of investments, portfolio that's worth, say, $250,000 or say 180,000, that should work. Just be able to prove it. Get your statements, and talk to your talk to your legal advisors about that stuff and your financial advisors, and they should be able to team up and get it done for you if they're worth their salt. Mark says, my wife Michelle says she loves you as much as me. Oh, give her a big hug for me. I'm sure that's not quite true, but she brought a good smile to my face. That's sweet. I'll take all the love I can get. All the love I can get. You know I will. Ray-Ban says, let's go for chilaquiles. I'm down. I'll bring you guys along for that as long as I have signal from Mioya. And that way I can show you guys the grounds and we can kind of talk with Hugo and Nacho about the event. They do have a swimming pool over there, and I want to see if we can do some chapuzon into the swimming pool. Maybe wear the Speedo, maybe not. Let me know. Let me know. Type in Speedo or no Speedo in the comments. Gracias de nuevo, chicos. Que le vaya muy bien. So these guys helped us with the lobster question. So as you can see, guys, they're hauling away entire trailers of sargassum. Seems to be a pretty effective system. They were just using front loaders and hauling away the bucket full, the front loader full of sargassum. But why not load up a trailer right on the beach? Good. Okay, Love Maui says board shorts. Sandy says no Speedo. Ray-Ban says no Speedo. Angela says Speedo. Sorry, Angela. Marcella says no Speedo. So Angela, it's 4-1 so far. We're going no Speedo, it looks like. And this is a family show, right? There's going to be kids. We don't need to see the rope monster in the Speedo. Let's keep it PG-13 or even just PG at me. Yeah. But I will confirm, guys. Oh, now Sophia says Speedo. Okay, so it's 2-4. Speedo, no Speedo. We got the ladies saying Speedo, so maybe Angela says no bottoms. Okay, all right. Speedo, but only with the luchador mask. All right, I opened myself up to this. We're going to see if the swimming pool is going to be on the table. They did say, Nacho said I could use the swimming pool anytime. So we're going to confirm that as far as the dress code, the attire. So far I have it as swimwear or casual. But yeah, probably wear that bikini underneath your sundress, ladies. And gentlemen, wear those board shorts under the regular shorts. Or just wear board shorts. Super Mario. Okay, no Speedo unless it's you walking away. That's a good answer. Yeah, Gringo de Playa has a good point. The pool is not deep enough for chapuzon. At least not a safe chapuzon. Only for experienced shallow divers. All right, guys. So the beach update comes out in 6 minutes. Any other questions, comments you want to leave? This is the time. Because in 6 minutes, I'm going to leave you all with the beach update video. Squack says Speedo only if there's a tip jar. Okay. Or the tip jar is the Speedo. Just stick the 20 peso bills right in the Speedo. Or don't. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with the beach update video, and then I'll work my way up the path here to Mioya and touch base with the guys. I think they got a table for me. And I'll go up there and get some chilaquiles and then hopefully resume the live stream from there with a little bit of num num num. And Jaime says no Speedo, por favor. And Mark says no Speedo. It's looking like no Speedo, guys, but I'll wear some board shorts. Never disappoint. Speedo or no Speedo. Thank you, Mario. Super Mario in the house. Yeah. It's looking like no Speedo, but for surprise and funsies, maybe I'll just put the Speedo on underneath the board shorts in case the vibe is very much a Speedo vibe over there. We'll find out. Sandy, yeah, thank you all for checking out the beach update here. It drops in 5 minutes. The Rain has a good question about visas again. How long can your visa be when you arrive in Mexico? Typically, you can get a 6-month tourist visa in Mexico. Mike says definitely no Speedo with a capital N-O. No, Steven, no. He's just Speedo with knee-high striped socks. All right, it's getting weird, guys. 6-month tourist visa for most of you coming to Mexico, but to get that 6-month tourist visa, you'll probably want to fly into the Cancun airport or the Puerto Vallarta airport. Some of the other airports won't just automatically give you 6 months. Or they may even want you to explain, well, how are you going to support yourself during those 6 months? So be prepared to at least say, hey, you don't have to show them anything. Don't show them your bank statements, but let them know, hey, I'm retired, or I have investments, or something like that. But do not say you're going to work while you're in Mexico. They do not like that. Cozumel Airport, I've never flown into that one internationally, the rain, so I can't tell you. Please do let us know if you try that one. It should work. A little bit of sweet talking. If you speak Spanish, that helps. Super Mario says Speedo for my wife's viewing pleasure. All right, maybe we'll do 20 minutes of Speedo and then 2 hours and 40 minutes no Speedo. All right, enough with the Speedo talk. T-minus 3 minutes till the beach update drops. I've got a little more coffee here, guys. Do a little more coffee from the trusty Stanley. I got a half a cup left, and then I'll go have a Café de Olla over there. Tony Rodriguez says, I love your budget video yesterday. I just paid $17 for a sandwich here plus tip. It came to $20. Can't believe you ate that huge meal for $3. Yeah, it's just getting ridiculous. The inflation and the price of things in Canada and the US, guys. When you got to pay $20 for a sandwich, my buddy up in Everett, Washington, shout out Jesse, he's going through the same thing. You go out and get a drink and a lunch, and it's $32. So no, I haven't had any issues with that tax yet, guys. I'll keep you posted on any big changes. One big change is that if you don't have a tax ID number, I have a friend of mine, shout out Sarah. She's actually trying to get a debit card sent to Mexico, and it keeps getting held up at the border. And the reason is they require a TIN, a tax ID number, and you only get that if you're a resident. And so they're not letting documents or debit cards. DHL's got this new thing with Mexico where they will not let a debit card into Mexico unless you attach a tax ID number. And so make sure to get your cards and everything in order before you come down if you're on a tourist visa, because you will not be able to get a new debit card shipped to you easily or at all. Really, there seems to be no workaround. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Angela, she says visitor tax for beaches. I haven't seen that at all yet. It seems ridiculous and unfair, but we'll find out. Kevin D says small pizza with one topping is almost $20 in New Haven. Wow. Unacceptable. I'll keep going with my 30 peso slices of pizza Renzo post-workout. I've been hitting that every day after the gym. Guys, T-minus 1 minute, the beach up video will be dropping, so I'll leave you with that. Thank you, Love Maui. They say enjoy your breakfast. We've got Everett says enjoy the channel. Look forward to it. We'll be there in 2 weeks, and we'll be on the lookout for Ropey. All right, guys. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for all the generosity and love as far as super chats